Okay, next to take band pass filter here. Okay, so band pass filter means we can pass the signals within the limited range. Okay, we can pass the signals within the limited range. Okay, that can called as a band pass filter. Understood? So here band pass filter has a pass band between the two cutoff frequency. Okay, for that to take difference between the FH and FL. So FH is always greater than the FL. Okay, you know that higher cutoff frequency is greater than the lower cutoff frequency. But band pass filter means we can pass the signals within the certain limitations. Okay, so here they are taken two types of band pass filter here. The first one is wide band pass filter. Second one narrow band pass filter. Okay, wide band pass filter, narrow band pass filter. Okay, wide band means what here? We can pass the signal in higher band. Okay, so narrow band means we can pass the narrow signals. Understood? So that is the difference between the wide band and narrow. Okay, so wide band means we can pass the signal in wider range. Okay, narrow band means we can pass the signal in narrow signal. Next, you take quality factor. Okay, if we taken any signal here, we want to check the quality of the signal. So for that, you have to take some formula here, the relationship between the quality and 3 dB bandwidth and cutoff frequency. Okay, you have to take relationship now to find out the quality of the signal. Q is the what here? Quality factor. Okay, if we taken any signal here, we want to check the quality. That is very important here in filters. Okay, I'll go to find out the quality factor here. First, to take cutoff frequency or center frequency here divided by the bandwidth. Okay, center frequency means it's a mid-band frequency. Okay, in between the FH and FL, there is a mid-band frequency here that you have to consider. Okay, because in this period we can amplify the any kind of signal. Means we can pass the any kind of signal, that is FC. Okay, center frequency or mid-band frequency divided by the bandwidth. So what is the bandwidth formula here? You know that FH minus FL. So what is the formula now for the quality factor? FC divided by FH minus FL. Okay, FC divided by FH minus FL. Understood? So wideband filter, the center frequency FC is given by FC is equal to square root of FH into FL. FH into FL. So wideband filter, wideband pass filter, we can take this diagram here. So wideband means we can pass the more signals. Remember this one. Okay, wideband means we can pass the more signal. We can go through the practical experiment. Last time I have sent video, right, using PSpice. I have done the wideband filter, narrow band pass filter. We can go through the lab experiment here, part B experiment. In that I have written all diagrams. For the theory, we can refer the notes here. For the practical, we can refer the video using PSpice. So here you take now wideband pass filter. You take high pass filter and low pass filter. Okay, this one the first order high pass filter diagram. Yesterday we discussed, right, with derivation. So this one is the low pass filter. We want to join high pass filter and low pass filter. Okay, you have to combine these two filters. Okay, then we can make wideband pass filter. Okay, you have to join high pass filter and low pass filter. First you take high pass filter, from that we can pass the higher signal. Then you take low pass filter, then you can pass the lower signal. You have to take only first order diagram. Okay. So you take A1 and A2, A1 for the high pass filter, A2 for the low pass filter. Apply the AC source here for the A1 amplifier using the capacitor and resistor. Okay, because this one high pass filter here, the R1 is connected to ground here in order to make the higher input resistance. So RF is the feedback resistance. So output of this op amp, it is connected to here, input of the second op amp. So here also they have taken first order low pass filter. Okay, output is connected to again feedback here. Then we can take the final output from the input resistance. Okay, so this means the complete circuit diagram for the wideband pass filter. Okay, wideband pass filter. Next to take gain versus frequency. Okay, for the y-axis they have taken gain here. For the x-axis they have taken frequency. So gain versus frequency, FL minus FH. Okay, you have to take difference in FH minus FL. See here, 0 to FL, gain is falling. After the FH, gain is falling because this was the first order. Okay, in first order, gain is falling here. Okay, how much here? Minus 20 dB per decade. Okay, minus 20 dB plus 20 dB per decade. So for that, you take FH minus FL. Okay, you can take FH minus FL. So here you take 30% of the gain falling from maximum to minimum. Okay, same thing for the higher cutoff frequency. Gain is falling from maximum to minimum. The main thing is we want to take the mid band gain. Okay, mid band gain up to 30%. Okay, have to remove the 30% of the gain falling here. Okay, only have to take 70% of the gain from 0 to 70%. Okay, after the 70 to 100, you have to neglect because gain is band here. So for that, neglect the 30% here. So calculate the gain here. Okay, that is FH minus FL is the bandwidth. Within the bandwidth, we can pass the any kind of signals for the amplification or filters. Understood? So this is the amplification time. Next, we can take design of wider band signal here. So for that, we have to take some conditions. Okay, suppose if you want to design any circuit diagram or filter or amplifier here, you have to take set of limitations. Okay, how to consider set of limitations here. The first one is choose the value of higher cutoff frequency FH. Okay, but to choose the FH value, then C is less than the 1 microfarad, means capacitance is less than the 1 microfarad. R is what here? 1 divided by 2 pi FSC. C is equal to 0.01 microfarad. Pass band gain is 2. R1 dash, RF dash, then R1 dash, RF dash is 10 kilo ohm. R1 is the input resistance. RF means feedback resistance. Okay. Then choose value of lower cutoff frequency for the FL. Then choose C value is 0.05 microfarad. R is 1 divided by 2 pi FL. Okay, how to remember this formula? Sometimes in exam they can ask for the problems. Okay, so for that we should know the formulas. Okay, in syllabus there is no problems here. Suppose if they asked for the problematic on the model number 5 here, then you can use these kind of formulas to find out the resistance. C. Okay, like that you can take these formulas. So next to take narrow band pass filter. Okay, earlier what to take in here? Wide band pass filter, right? So wide band pass filter, what to take in circuit diagram here? First order high pass filter and first order low pass filter. We are joining these two here. Okay. After that, narrow band pass filter. Okay, you take narrow band pass filter here. Okay, this is the amplifier. Okay, this is the amplifier. You take AC source for the inverting terminal. Okay, R3 is connected to ground here. Now to make the higher input resistance here for the amplifier. Next, you take R2, C2. Okay, it acts as a feedback element here. Then you take R3, it's a feedback resistance. Then you take RL here. Okay, so narrow bandpass means we can pass the narrow signals for the output side. Understood? So take capacitance and resistor as the feedback for the narrow band. Understood? They have taken two capacitance here, one for the input, one for the feedback. Again, they have taken four resistance here, one for the feedback, one for the input side, one for the ground. Again, one more for the non-inverting terminal. From that, we can make the narrow band pass filter. See here, you come for this figure here. Okay, this is the gain versus frequency curve. Okay, gain versus frequency curve. Frequency increasing from 0 to FH here, but when I come for the center frequency, see here, the gain is falling here. The gain is falling from maximum to minimum for the lower frequency and higher frequency. Okay, gain is falling from higher frequency to lower frequency. Same thing, maximum to minimum. Okay, in between that there is a center frequency. This is the center frequency. Okay, FC is what here? Center frequency. In this period, we can get the signal. Okay, we can get the narrowband signal. Okay, this is a very thin signal. See, compared to wider band. See, wider. This is wider means this one is the longer width. Okay, width is more here. But when you come for the narrow signal here, width is very less. Okay, you have to compare this to signal here because we connected capacitor as a feedback, right? So when you connect the capacitor and feedback form here, we can pass the only lower signal, means narrow signal. If you remove the capacitor here, we can get the higher wideband signal. Understood? So due to the capacitance effect, gain is immediately falling from maximum to minimum. Okay, even for the FL and FH. In center frequency, gain is peak. Okay, almost we're getting gain is, there is no constant here. The gain is not constant in the narrow band. Okay, that is the difference here. Okay, so gain is constant in the only wide band filter. But when you come for the narrow band filter here, gain is not constant here. Okay, gain is immediately falling here after the peak value. Okay, even for the FL and FSL. Next, you take design steps. Okay, what in exam you have to write? Okay, circuit diagram, curve, then design conditions. Okay, that is very important here. So design step means we can take C1 is equal to CT is equal to C because we are using two capacitance, right? You have to take equal capacitance value. After that, you take R1 and R2. What is the R1 formula here? Q divided by 2 FC C into AFC. Okay, AF means feedback amplifier. FC means center frequency. C is the capacitance for the feedback and input capacitance. Q is the quality factor. Then you take R2. R2 is what? Q divided by 2 FCC into 2Q square minus AF. So R3 is equal to Q divided by pi FC into C. Okay, AF is equal to what now? R3 divided by 2 into R. Then AF is less than the 2Q square. So next to take center frequency FC can be changed to new frequency FC dash without changing the given gain and bandwidth. Okay, so for that you can take R2 dash is equal to R2 into FC divided by FC dash whole to the power of square. Okay, these are the some design formula. Okay, yeah. So R1, R2, R3, then AF. Okay, always AF you have to maintain less than the 2 into Q square. Okay, Q means quality factor. What is the formula for the quality factor here? FC divided by Fs minus Fl. Understood? So any doubts here in wider band, narrow band pass filter? Nandini, any doubts?
No.
Next to take band stop or band reject filter. Okay, this is the one more filter here, band stop and band reject filter. Band stop on the we can't pass any kind of signal. Okay, even for the band reject means we can reject the unwanted signals. Or there is one more name here, band elimination filter. Okay, there are three names here: stop, reject, and elimination. Okay, means we want to select it signal, have to remove. Okay, we want to remove the selected signals. Okay, by using the stop or reject or elimination. Understood? So here you take now. This is the diagram here. Okay. So this one is the high pass filter and this one is the low pass filter. Okay, high pass, low pass. Here they are connected in parallel form. Okay, wide bundle ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು series connect ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ವಾ. So here they have connected in parallel form. In wide band filter, high pass filter and low pass filter they have connected in series form. Okay, after the high pass they have connected low pass. But here what the condition is, the high pass and low pass they have connected in parallel form. Okay, they have connected in parallel form. So here connect the high pass and low pass. The output of these two is connected via subtractor. Okay, it's connected via subtractor circuit. Means differential amplifier. Understood? So output of high pass and low pass, it is connected via subtractor or differential amplifier. Understood? So non-inverting is connected to ground here. Inverting is connected to output of these two filter, low pass and high pass. Then R4 is the feedback resistance. Okay, you have to practice this one. Wide band antandre it's a series connection, but when I come for the wide band rejection filter means you have to take it in parallel connection. Okay, high pass and low pass they are connected parallel here. Output of these two is connected to inverting of the op amp. Non-inverting of the op amp input is connected to ground. Then you can take the. Understood? So you take AC source. Okay, AC source you take here. So connect these two op amp here, high pass and low pass. Output of this is connected to input of the op amp. Then you take. So this is you take gain versus frequency. Okay, you take gain versus frequency. So gain is along the y-axis. Okay. For the x-axis, they have taken frequency. So you see the curve here. See the curve. Band reject means we are going to select the signal within the FH and FL. Okay, 0 to FH and FL. Okay, how to take reverse. Okay, first don't take FL and FH. Okay, you take FH and FL. Understood? In earlier figure, what you taken here? FL and FH. You'll note FL and FH there because we are going to increase the frequency from lower to higher. Okay, FL to FH. But when you come for the band reject here, you have to write reverse FH and FL. Okay, FH and FL means here the frequency is decreasing from maximum to minimum. Like that, you have to consider. So here we want to select the signal within the difference in higher cutoff frequency and lower cutoff frequency. From that we can eliminate the signal. Okay, center frequency. From the center frequency we can eliminate the signals. Understood? Any doubts here? We want to select the signals within the FH and FL by using the high pass and low pass in parallel connection with the subtractor output. So 0 to FH we can pass the any kind of signal. After the FL we can pass the any kind of signal, but in between the FH and FL we can't pass the any kind of signal. Okay, we can't pass the any kind of signal. So what are the design steps here? Choose the lower cutoff frequency FH, choose the 0.05 microfarad, then R value is 1 by 2 pi FHC, then R value is 1 by 2 pi FHC, R1 is equal to RF, that should be equal to R1 dash into RF dash into 10 kilo ohm. Okay, and then RM is equal to R2 should be parallel with R3, R3 should be parallel with R4. Okay, like that you take. Understood? So next you take, I'll complete this one today. Narrow band reject filter. Okay, this is the narrow band reject filter. Earlier what you take near narrow band pass filter, right? Here you take narrow band reject filter. Okay, we can reject the narrow signal and the smaller signal. We can reject the smaller signals here using the filters here. So take two resistance in series and two capacitance in series. Okay, the resistance and capacitance they are in parallel form. Okay, then it's connected to ground using the R and C value. Okay, apply the input voltage here. Okay, from that we can make the output for the non-inverting input. Okay, AC source is connected to non-inverting input. Okay, through this network. Okay, they have taken two resistance in series, two capacitance in series that should be parallel with these two resistance. Again, you take one more resistance and capacitance that is in ground. Here they have taken voltage follower. Okay, output is connected to input of the inverting amplifier. Okay, this one is the voltage follower. Okay, not a subtractor or any kind of amplifier here. This one is the voltage follower. Means it follows is a output voltage. Okay, input it follows the output voltage. That's why it is a voltage follower. There is no resistance here. There is no feedback resistance. There is no feedback capacitance here. Only output is connected to input of the op-amp. So why they have taken capacitance and resistance here? Because we want to select the signals in order to pass the output, or we can reject the signals. Okay, by choosing the some certain limitations of the bandwidth. Okay, see here, this is the curve. Fs and Fl. Okay, in between the Fs and Fl, they will take only smaller signal. Okay, they will take small signal for the rejection. Next, to take design steps here. Choose C is equal to 0.068 microfarad. ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so when you come for the any kind of filters here, there are set of rules. Okay, there are set of standard rules that you have to follow. Okay, that's why they given design steps here. C value is how much they have taken 0.068 microfarad. If you want, you can take 0.05 also. Okay, 0.5 also. But if you choose the value here, that should be less than the 1 microfarad. Okay, don't take C greater than the 1 microfarad. Okay, suppose if you take C greater than the 1 microfarad means we can't amplify the, or we can't filter the any kind of signals here. Okay, what is our objective here? What is our objective? Narrow band reject filter. Okay, andre we can reject the smaller signals. Okay, so in order to make this operation, you have to follow these kind of steps, design steps. Okay, otherwise we can't do any filters here. So narrow band reject filters, choose the capacitance that should be less than 1 microfarad. Here they have taken 0.068 microfarad. Then R is 1 by 2 pi FNC. Okay, you take these two formula for the narrow band reject filter. Understood? Next class we can start with the 555 timer. Okay, so that covers your model number 5 here. So any doubts here, you can ask me now.